Hi, my name is Aiden Johnson, as can be clearly seen here. I'm a designer out of Brooklyn, and I just wanted to talk about a recent changes that I've made to my resume, and why I made them. I recently put up this resume on Facebook asking for feedback, and I had an old college friend of mine mention his resume to me, which I thought was pretty interesting, especially this part down here with the star rating systems. Is a bit of an infographic, and I had never seen it at this point. I tell him, and he shows me some other resources about new ways of doing resumes in a visual way, and I had seek to incorporate that into what I had did. So I upgraded my resume, and I ended up with this right here. And some decisions I had made were based off the what he had sent, and the visualization aspect of it. Primarily putting the titles over to the left hand corner, which I felt was being a bit blank, a bit unused, not as intentional as before. Um, I initially wanted to have the experience part of it go across underneath the text in a watermark, so it'd be EXP and ERIENC would be watermarked underneath there. But when I actually tried it, I thought it was a bit too visually distracting to read the text. So I ended up putting it here in red, and then I ended up playing with the colors a bit and then moving it up, and doing the same thing over for the education and the expertise, which is my version of technical skills, because I didn't think SKI looked as well. Um, Also, what I did as well, I had someone mention to me that the titles weren't as visually apparent. So I went back in and I changed the color so that stuck out a bit more. And also, something I'd come across, I had recently read the book Rework by the people over at 37 Signals, Jason Fried and Jason cannot, I haven't memorized his last name. But the people at 37 Signals, they have this great book, and what it talked about is having a lot of buzzwords in your resume, and talking about resumes being unclear. So that kind of gave me the idea to just briefly talk about, is that focusing? Talk about, yeah, okay, it's all better. Talk about role. So basically going into title, where were, where I was, how long I was there, where it was, and the role. So the role I played at this job is design and support, and then I get into the typical explanation of that position. So I think that's another thing that may correlate to user experience in terms of leading the eye, building a sense of, okay, this is what's going to go on. So if you want to skim through title, where was, role, design support, title, role, photo edits, title, role, research design, and you could go back into it and exhaustively, see what's going on there more if you want. Um, but I thought that was improvement to what I had before. Anyway, thank you for listening. You can follow me on Twitter at REDYST, at Gmail, RDYST. And thank you. Bye.